Most of all, Laura was, I think, impatient. She was impatient for her life to begin, for the world to finally catch up to her dreams and ambitions. Laura used
You're
to say
beautiful
that
like that,
too much.
Audrey.
Instead,
With the hair like that and all, we can really see her eyes.
I loved her, and I will miss her the rest of my days.
Amen! Amen!
Amen, Johnny, amen.
Thank you, Johnny.
Amen!
We get accepted from Johnny, not from you. Don't ruin her funeral.
Everybody knew she was in trouble.
And what?
Didn't do anything. You wanna know who killed Laura? Gil did! We all did.
You could have exploded, you know, earlier or later, but clearly not right now, like... Not nice at all, Bobby. Even coming from someone like you.
You're a dead man! Dead! You're a dead man!
That's it, we understood, we understood. Excuse me, what?
Don't ruin that too!
Too late. I'm sorry. Come on, it's a funeral, don't lose.
Harry, I got your note. Off again. How would you like some fresh huckleberry pie?
I think that I never ate an huckleberry pie.
Coming right now.
Cooper, you saw that movie. You saw it.
Somebody's running drugs into Twin Peaks from across the border. We've been
Leo.
working this for 6 months trying to set up a bus, top to bottom. Nobody walks. Jacques Renault, bartender at the Roadhouse. We figure him for the middleman.
We heard about him earlier.
Now he's been doing some undercover. So that's outside your jurisdiction, don't you think? Somebody selling drugs to high school kids. And I figured that's everybody's jurisdiction. I call
Okay.
it in line. This must be where pies go when they die.
In your stomach?
You're gonna have to go along with me on this, even if it sounds a little weird. I'm with you. Twin Peaks is different. It's a long way from the world, you've noticed that. Something very, very strange in these old woods.
We have a beast now?
Darkness, presence. But it's been out there for as long as anyone can remember. It's always been
No.
here to fight.
Oh, where is the log lady? I thought about her just right now. Maybe she saw that beast.
A secret society. Why don't we take Agent Cooper for a little ride? Where to? The Roadhouse. This is where we get together.
Oui.
Going on 20 years now.
Huh?
Cooper, you know James.
Yes, but the two other ones?
James, this is Joey Paulson. Who's this? Bernard Renault, Jacques' brother. Janitor at the Roadhouse.
With these names, they are supposed to be French. I'm gonna judge if they are truly French or not.
I don't sell drugs. How much does Jacques pay you to be the mule? Jacques don't pay me nothing. I'm no mule. Your brother didn't come into work the last few days. Where's he been? I don't know. You got personal business? Why don't you ask him yourself? He'll be back tonight. In a minute. He's coming to work the Roadhouse?
I don't know.
He's a bartender, isn't he?
No, 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 no.
What I want to know is why in the world would you tell us where and when to find him?
I'm pretty sure that no. That he's from US, you know, he's talking English really and he's just trying to have a French accent, but he has a good one if he's not talking too much. That's a signal of what?
Yeah. It's shocking. What's up? I like the bus lights on. Bernard's in trouble.
You sure? I saw it, man.
Okay, it's not a surprise that the three of you are working together.
Shut up, I'm on my way.
Someone sent that signal also, so you have other allies.
Where are you going? You don't need to know.
Oh, Shelly. You have to be careful, Shelly. If he's finding it,
God, you're beautiful.
she has really a nice face.
Josie, there is something wrong. What is it? I want you to tell me.
Something horrible is going to happen.
To who?
It would hurt me, I know it.
Who?
Catherine and Benjamin Orr.
Yes, they are working together.
I heard Catherine on the phone saying I'd never suspect.
Andrew's death was an accident.
Was it? Catherine keeps the no account books in her safe. 2 books, different numbers.
Oh, she knows that you had access to it.
Angel built this years
She's
ago.
gonna know that Pete gave you the key.
What if you get to suspect?
The usual reasons would have something to do with stealing, maybe worse.
There is only one now.
I saw that.
There's nothing unusual in this one.
Ah, okay.
The next time you and the merry widow want to take a peek in my safe, don't go to so much trouble. Be a man about it, Pete. Ask me to my face.
Be a real woman with your husband.
Maybe.
Tell him all of what you're doing and who you're doing. The psychiatrist! I'm not surprised.
Dr. Jacoby. I didn't see you at the funeral today.
I'm a terrible person, Agent Cooper. I pretend that I'm not. But I am.
I think that you're manipulating people, but are you a killer?
These people think me as their friend. Truth is, I really don't care.
I'm sorry.
I thought nothing, no one, could ever reach me again.
Until Laura.
Laura changed all that.
What was truly your relationship with her?
I hope she understands. I hope she forgives me.
Forgives what?
You think somebody killed him, too?
I don't know.
I never thought of it.
Josie, nothing's gonna happen to you. Not now. Not ever. Not while I'm around. Do you believe in the soul? Several.
More than one?
Blackfoot legends.
Where do they wander?
Faraway places. The land of the dead.
Is that where Laura is?
Or is it the ground, Agent Cooper? That's
He's
the
dancing
only
with
thing
her.
To Laura.
To Laura.
Come on, speed.
Dance with me. Please. Dance with me. Somebody dance with me.
He's in so much pain. Are you feeling guilty of something? Like maybe I was wrong to suspect the mother. I don't think that none of them, you know, killed Laura, but maybe something happened still that we don't know anything about. He's really in a lot of pain. The end. Okay. Ah, for sure it was too easy. For sure it was too easy. You don't have the name of the murderer. Not yet. Laura told you, but you can't remember. It's a little, you know, awkward, weird that you don't remember that part that we as viewers, we really witnessed almost entirely. Laura talking to you and all, but you can't remember what she whispered to you, the name of the killer, the more important thing, you know, of your entire story. I still think that it's his subconscious who told him in fact the name of the killer. I still think that all of what he saw during these 3 first episodes told him, okay, it's him, her, the killer, like your subconscious connected the dots that you didn't connect yet. But all of the other parts of the dream, you can remember it when us, we didn't see it as viewers. All of that story about this Mike, about this Bob, about this arm which was cut, about, you know, really all of that. We didn't see it, but you remember everything about it. You even made the connection with Sarah, Laura's mom, and the fact that Bob was threatening her and all. The tattoo, about fire, walk with me, everything. You saw all of that. And you saw all of that like it appeared to you into a dream. That's a premonition thing that you can have. Do I have to believe into sci-fi, fantasy explanation like that into this show? Like already that experience into the previous episode with him throwing rocks, and if it was touching the bottle, it meant that that person was really connected to Laura. It was maybe the jade that she was afraid of. Already that experience, I was like, it's weird. It's just like, okay, now we know for real that Cooper is weird. But with that explanation of the dream, with every details that he had into this dream that he couldn't have guessed before, knew before, I'm like, okay, so maybe it's really a situation into this show. We're gonna have Cooper who can do extraordinary stuff, really. It's impossible to believe into it, but I'm gonna have to believe into it. We'll see about it, about the rest of this first season, you know, resolving that murder case about Laura Palmer. I was on Albert's side, you know, about continuing the experiences on Laura, in the sense that I didn't have the impression that it would take him 2 or 3 more entire days. For me, it was just a question of 1 hour, 2 hours, and clearly you can delay a funeral for 1 hour, like it's okay. So for all of them to block him during that moment, I was like, maybe one of them is in fact protecting his dirty little secrets with Laura, whether, you know, he was a killer or not, but just a little secret that you don't want for that guy to know about. Like for example, right there we had Benjamin, and Benjamin, I'm suspecting him of knowing Laura biblically, sexually, because Laura was walking into that prostitution house that him is visiting a lot. So, you know, we know that on the day when she died, she had sex with 3 people. For me, one of them in fact raped her and was the killer. Maybe the 2 other ones, maybe one was James or Bobby, you know, one of her official lovers, but maybe another one was one of the visitors, clients of the prostitution house, and maybe in fact it was Benjamin. So maybe right there Benjamin was protecting himself by not allowing Albert to make this test on her. And after that I was like, the doctor, it can't be, come on, the doctor is really one of the nicest characters into this show, and the one who is not involved into anything weird, anything bad, anything suspicious, you know, like I really don't have anything to say against him, and on the contrary, how he was with Donna, I appreciated it. So I'm like, no, not you, doctor. And the other guy, you know, the guy with the mullet, I can't remember his name. We didn't hear anything from him, so I'm like, maybe I have to suspect you also now? But no matter what, I was on Albert's side. And after that, Albert, really, how he was talking to Truman, for sure it made me lost. The fact that Truman reacted like that, I can understand. Albert, you know, falling like that on Laura, I'm like, I have the impression that it's another time into this show with these 4 episodes that I watched, just the writers who are making, you know, a situation, who are creating a situation just to express their weird phantasm about people and stuff. Like, it's not the first time that I have the impression that David Lynch, Mark Frost, maybe they just had weird fantasies, you know, phantasm about things, people, and maybe like into these 4 first episodes we already had at least 2 or 3 situations that are just about them expressing them on screen. Do you understand what I mean? So right now I had that impression when he fell on Laura like that. And yes, after that, Albert, when he gave all of the results, it was good ones, you know, it was interesting ones. And how he was saying them and all, like really, I want to have news about Albert. I have the impression that he left town with all of his team now that they did their job. I would have wanted to keep him. He was so fun. But no, apparently he left. Apparently Cooper is really falling in love with that town that much that maybe he's gonna think about taking his retirement right there to buy a house right there. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe at the end of this murder case, he's gonna decide to be a cop into Twin Peaks now. The funeral, I appreciated, you know, the first part of it for sure, with all of them really just being there, being sad about Laura being dead like that. For Bobby to react like that, it's not a surprise, but it's clearly not something that I appreciated, not at all, because you can have all of the reasons of the world to be mad, to react like that and all. It's not gonna justify the fact that you're ruining the funeral of someone, and more in fact, the funeral for people. Because you know, a funeral, it's not just an homage to the person who died, it's also for the ones who are still present and alive to have a time to think about the person who died and to really help also with mourning that person. So to ruin that for these people, for her parents and all, it's awful. But Bobby is a teenager and Bobby is only thinking about himself, and Bobby is impulsive and can't control his emotions, so when he saw that James was there, for sure he reacted. Norma, I was wrong, you know, I misunderstood the situation with her husband. I thought that Ox, you know, the police guy, was her husband, when it's in fact Hank, who is still in jail right now, but who is gonna get out really soon. Okay for that. Cooper guessed that something is going on between Ed and her. We have a secret society with Ed, Truman, James, Joey, that we saw for the first time, and now Cooper. They arrested one of the Rono's brothers. They are supposed to be French, but I have some doubts about that. But the accent is not that bad, so that's great at least. They are really selling drugs, and clearly I think that they were selling drugs to Laura through Leo. So we had that with Leo, who is getting out of town, surely. Shelly bought a gun. That can be truly important for the future. Nadine is truly in love with her husband, and she spent a good night with him. We're glad for her. Oh Nadine, you're so lunatic, like really, her mood is changing each second. What else? We have Audrey flirting with Cooper. I don't appreciate that. Again, I can't know what age she is truly. She's supposed to be in high school, and for us in France, high school, it's really for people between 15, 16 and 18 years old. So clearly it's not legal for an adult to flirt with someone who is in high school in France. But I have the impression that in US you can be older than that, like 20 years old, something like that. So now I'm wondering, is it the case for her, for Audrey? Maybe it's not that weird. Sounds weird to me still. She's keeping an eye on her family through the walls, and I think that's how she knows a lot of secrets about her own dad, about Laura. And I think that maybe that conversation between her uncle and her dad, maybe she heard it, you know, just before they went to the prostitution house. I think so. Because we were looking at the wall like that, so I was like, Maybe in fact something was going on right there. Ah, we have Josie, who talked about the 2 books to Truman, but Catherine, she knew about it soon enough to protect that 2nd book. Pete saw it, so Catherine knew that Pete did something against her. Pete knows that she knows. So, yeah, here's the situation right there. Do you think that really Josie's husband was killed by his own sister? I never imagined that we could have another murder case, in fact, in the middle of all of that story. Can it be truly a thing? She's that interested to have that meal that she can kill her own brother? I'm not sure. Cooper learned about the prostitution house. That's great. I think that it's gonna be full of information for him. Not more than into his dreams, his premonitions, but still, it can be interesting. Leland being in such a big pain like that, you know, crying at the funeral, crying right there at the dance. I'm like, he's really into a lot of pain, we can see it and all. I can feel it also. But you know how much I suspect the mother, since the beginning, the fact that she might be feeling guilty about something. Now I'm gonna be, is it the case also for the father? Maybe he knew something about his daughter, or maybe about something around her and he's feeling guilty about it now? I'm not suspecting the mother or the father, you know, of being the killers or helping him, her, or anything like that. But I'm suspecting them from hiding secrets. And for the mother, it's a question of guilt. I'm pretty sure of it. Even if we know now that she was afraid of Bob, so something is going on right there. For the dad, is it guilt or... It's not guilt, it's not the feeling guilt. It's more a question of regrets. No? You know, to feel that much pain like that, it's more a question of regrets for something that he did or he knew about her and he didn't say, or... Yes, maybe more regrets for him. We'll see if I'm right or wrong about that. We didn't have Donna really during this episode, not that much. You know, her and James. Okay, we learned a lot of stuff during this episode, but I'm not really going further with my own investigations, my own suspicions about people and all. I'm still suspecting a lot the psychiatrist, the man from the elevator, Bob for sure, people from hiding secrets for sure also. But I didn't progress not that much. I had the confirmation that Laura and Ronette were into this train station at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there my investigations and this review. Remember that if you want a longer reaction part for this video and all of the other ones that I made and that I'm gonna make about Twin Peaks, you have my Patreon for that. Only €5 and you're gonna have access to all of the videos of Twin Peaks, you know, each month, €5 each month. So it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Crazy.